Hello Virgo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I'm so happy that you are here with me today. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks. So we will be concentrating on your incoming energies. We're going to get some tarot cards to go a little deeper with those energies, angel cards, and then we're going to get your angel number at the end of the reading. So there is going to be a lot of multiple messages coming through in this reading. So please remember that it is general. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And even if you only find parts of it resonate, please let me know. Leave a comment. I appreciate the feedback and it just keeps me aligned with your energies. Now, I have already prepared and meditated on your cards for this reading, but I'd like to cleanse the space together. So we're going to do that with the bell. So you are going to hear a loud bell sound now. Okay, Virgo. All right, so let's get into those energies. So spirit, angels, and guides for the beautiful sign Virgo. This is going to be the incoming energies for the next 2 weeks. What would you like to share with us? What are those energies? Let's find out. All right. This is for Virgo, the next 2 weeks. Spirit, angels, guides, the energies surrounding Virgo for the next 2 weeks, please. Thank you. Now, when I was doing your pre-shuffle, there was a lot of fives coming up, and there was a lot of change. So there's things changing in your environment. So let's see. Let's see what comes up to follow with that. At the bottom of the deck is the solar plexus chakra. You know, the solar plexus is really where all of our confidence kind of comes from. It also, too, is kind of where, you know, you build up those kind of gut feelings towards everything. So that intuition that you have, and it really helps you as you move along your path. Now, the solar plexus being this beautiful, vibrant yellow is really, you know, protruding a lot of confidence, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of those feel-good feelings. And it comes to do with your heart chakra as well. Look at all these chakras that are coming in line for you. Beautiful energies for you, Virgo. So I feel as if, you know, with the number 4 heart chakra, you're starting to feel more love, more joy. You're starting to feel that maybe in the areas of heart matters and emotional matters, you're starting to, again, to regain some confidence. You're regaining your power here. Number 8, power. So maybe, you know, coming up into this point, maybe you've been feeling a little bit like that you weren't in the power seat, that you weren't in the driver's seat, but it looks as if you're starting to regain that power. Your heart chakra is beginning to open. So if there were areas of your life where you were feeling a little closed off emotionally, it's all you're starting to feel back in line with your emotions. And it's really starting to protrude this sense of overwhelming confidence. And again, you know, even in your body language, you know, you're really starting to show the world who you really are in a very powerful way. So beautiful energies for you, Virgo. So now let's get into your main incoming energies. And we're going to start with intuition, number 2. And this does tend to come up a lot for you, Virgo. I believe, you know, too, that you really do have a lot of inner knowing. And I think that comes with wisdom. I think you have a lot of wisdom. And I think it's what helps to guide you as well. But for these next 2 weeks, your intuition is going to be quite heightened. So again, I think you're going to be feeling a lot of those kind of nudges in your stomach. And it's really going to help you as you try to focus your intentions and where it is you want to start to create change in your life. Because I believe that there are changes coming in for you. Sorry. So number 5, financial and material changes. So again, there are some financial and material changes. Now that can be anything. You know, we'll get more with the tarot cards. So I really don't want to delve into it until we get the tarot cards because it'll really help to develop the story a little bit more. And then number 1, love begins. Now look at this, especially with this beautiful heart chakra, and then feeling again in that powerful position. I feel as if your heart chakra again is opening. You're starting to feel abundance. You're starting to feel more emotionally aware about the things that you want to change in your life. Now, for some of you, it could be that things are changing in such a way that, it's affecting all different areas of your life, not only financially, but also emotionally. Some of you could be engaging in a new relationship, and, you're starting to really feel as if things are, just in the beginning phases, but it's really starting to help make you feel back on top and back good about things again. Especially with that beautiful rainbow there, because rainbows, of course, are not only about good luck, but they're also about abundance. They're about joy and happiness. And rainbows do come after a rainstorm. So, if there has been any sort of cloudiness in your recent past, I think that you're starting to see some breakthroughs here. But let's get into the tarot so that we can get a little bit more definition on what these energies mean for you, Virgo, as we move through the 2 weeks in July. All right, so that's going to bring us to that's going to bring us to probably around the 20th of July. All right, let's see. Let's start with intuition. Let's find out the intuitive side of Virgo, heightened at this time within these next 2 weeks. I think you're following a new path, a path of change, and your intuition is going to help to guide you. All right. Let's see, anything else? All right. Okay, so like I was saying, I think that some of you with that heart chakra now, I think for some of you, you've been really kind of being a little hard on yourself really here with the 8 of Swords. Mentally you've been thinking about things, you've been seeing, you've been really trying to see your situation or yourself in a new way, but you're feeling a little trapped. You're feeling a little bit like you're blindfolded. You're feeling as if, you're feeling as if you're all tied up and you're not exactly sure why. You know that the changes are going to have to come into play, and intuitively you know that this is what needs to happen. I think a lot of it is based around this 3 of Swords here. I think that you've had some heartbreak. I think you've had a little bit of, a change in direction. I think you were really anticipating and going in a certain way, and I think that things have changed for you. And you have to not be too hard on yourself. Again, with the 8 of Swords, this is all really in. This is really all in our head. When you're looking at your reflection in the mirror, you're seeing yourself as sort of at an impasse where you can't really make decisions because you're feeling as if these swords are holding you back from something. And it really, again, like I said, it's more in your mind. It's not actually happening because you actually can break free from this, but you have to consciously make that decision yourself. You have to be ready for that change. And I believe that with your solar plexus, that's really your confidence booster here, your self-esteem. I think that is what's going to really help to pull you out of this way that you are thinking or seeing or perceiving things. So again, with the 3 of Swords and the solar plexus also being number 3, as you can see, you're kind of illuminated by this beautiful yellow. And I believe that you are actually going through some sort of, I think that you're going through some healing. I think that there is definitely healing taking place here. For some of you, it really could have been a break of a contract, a break of a commitment, a break of a relationship. It could be that, 3 people have just, decided that it's best to go different ways, or there is 3 people that, it's something where, you are going to have to sort of end something to a certain extent. And intuitively, I think that it's the best thing for you. Now, with number 18 here, which is the moon, this too is all about intuition. So I think intuitively you know that it's time to really go through that healing process, that it's time to really boost your chakras. It's time to boost your confidence. It's time to get back out there. It's time to not seeing yourself, it's time to stop seeing yourself as this reflection in the mirror that can't go anywhere, because you actually have a lot of free will here. You just have to allow yourself to heal. And I believe sometimes with that moon energy, it is a little bit of the unknown. It's our deepest fears, our deepest insecurities. insecurities. And again, if you're feeling a sense of insecurity because there has been sort of a change in direction as to what you were anticipating, and it's left you feeling a little bit like your heart is broken, emotionally you're feeling a little bit lost, you can regain your strength, you can regain your confidence and your inner power by, again, removing the blindfold and seeing your situation and seeing yourself with a lot more confidence. But I believe that your intuition, again, is going to be very heightened during these next 2 weeks, and I think it's going to help you with a lot of your healing. Now, the moon, we have a new moon. We went through a new moon on July 5th. So that could be also affecting you to a certain extent. And then on July 21st, we will be having another full moon in Capricorn. So again, there's lots of cycles that are closing out and a lot of new intentions that are being set. So let's get into this number 5 of material and financial changes, because I think that there's a lot of change happening, and it could be because again, with that 3 of Swords energy, you kind of were anticipating to go in a certain direction, and that has changed. Something has, the universe has decided that that's not the best course of action for you at this time, and now you need to make some changes. This one fell out, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is emotionally walking away from something that has hurt you again. So I think there's lots of changes emotionally coming into play for you. And I think that emotionally you do have to walk away, because you're going to walk towards something that's a lot more stable and a lot more, that's going to bring you a lot more joy. There we go. Got some beautiful cards here already. All right, so let's start with the first one here. See, look, they want to give you strength. Again, you are building up your strength of character. Your inner resources are being redefined. It's as if you're setting your focus on something better for yourself. And again, you're protected here with this beautiful lion. This is very much Leo energy, strong Leo energy. The strength card is part of the major arcana, meaning that this is a major influence in your life at this time. You have the strength to really be able to adjust to the ebb and flow of all the financial and material changes that are coming about in your life. And these are what are really building you stronger, more resilient. It's going to help to prepare you as well. Now, you also got this beautiful 2 of Cups, which is, like soulmate energy. Again, it's like joining forces, 2 people joining forces to really, that are really on the same emotional page, same spiritual plane. They have the same morals, the same values. They want the same things out of life. Now, soulmates aren't always love, okay? For some of you, there definitely looks as if there was a heartbreak, and intuitively now you understand why that heartbreak had to happen, because there is something better waiting for you, and it's a new relationship. It's something new. Love begins. There's new abundance. There's new joy and happiness coming into play, and it has to do with a new partner. And this is why you're feeling all of these changes that are coming in. There's all these adjustments that are taking place. But the 2 of Cups, for some of you, it might not be love, right? It might not be a love relationship. It could be just a new friendship or a new partnership in business where again you two blend harmoniously together and everything just seems to work. And the changes, again, financial changes, are a support system of the 2 of you, right? And again, that can be for people in love and people that are in platonic relationships as well. But the 2 of Cups is really a beautiful spiritual union of people that are on the same page. They want the same things out of life, and they really feel like they're the yin to your yang, or vice versa. So it's really beautiful energy. And then you've got the Princess of Wands. So princesses, pages, no gender with any of these. This is messages that are coming to you. So I feel like there's a new message coming to you that's going to ignite something new within you, that's going to bring and revitalize your energy again. Because wands are all about adventure. They're all about excitement. They're all about determination. And with all these beautiful butterflies that are circulating around this beautiful green, and the green stands for your heart, okay? So that is that heart chakra coming through there. It is something that is going to fill you with a lot of new joy and new excitement. You're going to feel a sense of revitalized energy as well. It's something that you've been inspired, that you're very inspired and passionate about, and it could have something to do with a new partnership that is going to bring you some new change. And you have the strength, so don't feel like you can't enjoy the ride here, because again, I believe that this is something new and something new that is exciting for you. Now let's get into this love begins with this beautiful ace, and it's basically the Ace of Cups, and look at the green surrounding that as well. That is all your heart chakra. Everything has to do with your emotions at this time. Wow. Yeah. Sometimes we have to close a door to open another door, and I believe that Three of Swords is the closing of that door. All right. Yeah, you are going through a whole new rebirth. All right. So let's start with the first one that came up here. This red symbolizes your root chakra, meaning this is like your stability. And with the Ace of Wands, again, you've got the Princess of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And I believe that those are really a strong messages coming about some new opportunity or some new beginning. Again, look at two aces here that are really going to set you up for success, but in a new way. Again, I believe that there is a multitude of change coming in for you in these next 2 weeks, Virgo. But this Ace of Wands is that revitalized energy as well. You are empowered to move forward, and you are feeling like you've really, again, you're feeling very strong. And whatever it is being offered to you now, whether it's love or whether it's a business opportunity, a new partnership, a new business venture, it's something that you are very motivated to get moving with. Like this Ace of Wands doesn't sit back and wait. They are ready to plant the seeds, and they are ready to move forward quickly. Now, you did get the Two of Swords. Interesting enough, that is really, again, that's you having those reservations. Again, look how you're blindfolded with the Two of Swords, and in the very first card there with the Eight of Swords, you're blindfolded here as well. You're mentally thinking, because swords are all the mental suit. You're trying to make a decision here. But how can anybody make a decision when, first of all, you got the blindfold on, and you kind of have, you can't see what's in front of you. You can't see what's actually there being gifted to you and handed to you. The only way that you're going to be able to see that and appreciate the value in it is when you remove that blindfold. And the Two of Swords, like these two swords, it's like you're crossing your heart because you're trying to protect yourself, because you don't want to get your heart broken again. So even though there's new exciting opportunities that are coming into play for you and being offered to you, and messages coming through that are very positive, you are a little standoffish because, again, you're trying to protect yourself because you don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable position where you feel like your heart can be broken again. But the fact is that the sun is actually shining here, and it's actually beautiful. The landscape is beautiful, but you are missing out on it because you're fearful, and that could be that moon energy of removing that blindfold. What it's going to take for you to move that blindfold is number 20, judgment. And judgment is really taking a passionate review of your past. You're really reviewing everything, reevaluating the things that have happened in your life, how you have reacted to situations, how people have reacted back. You are putting all of your emotions, it's almost as if you're putting all your cards on the table, because it's time for you to judge how you've dealt with those things. And now you want to be able to move past it. You want to move forward from that. You're ready for a rebirth. You're ready for a restart and a refresh. But the only way we can truly get a restart in our lives is by doing that passionate review, because it allows us to see where maybe we've made mistakes, where others have made mistakes, where we may need to forgive ourselves, or where we may need to forgive someone else. Because by allowing yourself to do all of that healing and reevaluating, it's also allowing you to heal that energy so that you can move forward. Purple is very much about your enlightenment. So I think you are going through this phase in your life where you are going through these massive changes that are really helping you to see things from different elements, from different views. And it's going to help you when you want to really, stop protecting and overanalyzing things as well. Let's not overanalyze every single situation where it puts us in a position where we feel we can't have the control to make decisions. Our mind can do that because we as human beings tend to overanalyze everything. Maybe try and release a little bit of that so you can allow all this beautiful new beginning energy to come into play for you, because it's certainly here on the table for you. It's a blessing that's coming in for you. All right, so let's just get a couple of clarifiers here. So I want to clarify the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Moon energy. Let's see if we can get a card for clarifying that, please. Spirit, angels, guides. We can get one card. There we go. And, whew, my hands are cold. And you got the Six of Cups. Interesting. So this is something from the past. It's something from the past. So again, this whole situation is something that has passed recently. It's not something that's coming into play. It's something that you're dealing with at this time. It's a past relationship, a past thinking about something from your past, whether it is friendships in your childhood, relationships that you've had with your siblings, your parents, your friends, workers, loved ones. And it could be a relationship, but it's definitely something from the past that is sneaking up here, and it's causing a little bit of insecurity. It's causing a little bit of fear because, again, it's something that you have to emotionally deal with because you are moving forward with some beautiful messages coming into play for you. And I think there's a lot of love that's entering into your life, but you have to allow it. You have to be open to it. All right, so let's get a clarifier. Let's get a clarifier here for strength. Two of Cups, and your Princess of Wands, which is that beautiful, powerful message that's bringing you transformations. Let's see if we can get one card for that as well. And you got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is, again, you are feeling a little bit discontent. You're feeling a little bit emotionally out of sorts. Things, again, you're kind of focusing on some of the cups that didn't give you the fulfillment that you were hoping for. And you're feeling a sense of boredom and dissatisfaction. But I think the reason that you're doing that is because you're needing this strength. And the strength is what's going to help you to not see the rain coming down. Like you can see, you're sitting in the window, you're almost, bored with the way things are. Emotionally, this isn't fulfilling for you, but there is a message that is coming, a message that's going to provide you with the strength that you need. And I believe it's a message that's going to come with regards to some sort of new partnership that's going to, again, bring you change. And change is exactly what you need so that you can no longer see yourself as emotionally withdrawn. You're going to pick yourself back up because look, there's beautiful flowers here. There's flowers and the flowers need the rain to grow. So growth sometimes happens, but in the least expected ways. As you can see, the cat in the window, you're very independent, but you also have a lot of intuition. But I think emotionally, you're just feeling a little out of sorts, and that's why your strength needs to be restored. Healing needs to come into play, Virgo. So let's get a clarifier for the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, and this beautiful Judgment. Let's find out. Wow, absolutely beautiful. And then there's your healing card right there. The Stars, number 17. Lots of healing energy, wish fulfillment. The stars are finally starting to align for you. And that comes after you really, again, reviewing everything from your past and seeing from a more enlightened perspective. This is a lot of joy, happiness, healing. It's hopeful energy with the star energy. It's very much Aquarius energy, if that means anything to any of you. But again, all the stars are really shining bright in the sky. It's lighting up the entire sky. And now you can really start to release those emotions, release those feelings so that you can open up your heart, so that you can open up your mind to some new beautiful beginnings that are coming into play for you. Lots of new beginnings, but a lot of healing is coming into play too. So this is going to be a very powerful 2 weeks for you. All right, Virgo, let's get your angel message. Let's find out what the angels would like to share with you. Let's find out what they would like to reiterate as we move through the next 2 weeks for you. Let's find out. Spirit, angels, guides. If I could get three cards, thank you. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to see if there's one more. Yeah, there we go. You're getting 4 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to start with this one, the Queen of Gabrielle. Passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. So you can do anything right now because you have the strength, right? You have that strength. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. And again, you've got a lot of helpful people around. You know, you're not doing this alone. Again, look at the beautiful colors here, right? You are just radiating. You've got this radiance about you that really attracts the right people as well. So don't be afraid to get out there and, you know, introduce yourself to new communities, new people, new prospects, because right now you have the ability to do anything that you put your mind to. Now you got this beautiful green here, which again is your heart chakra. The 10 of Raphael. Look again, look at how beautiful the rainbow is. It really mimics the ace, the love begins in the very first card. But this is the 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. So I believe that there's a lot of healing again with this beautiful star healing energy. If there has been some upset emotionally in your life, in any area of your life, okay, and it's going to resonate differently with each of you. I believe there's a new beginning coming into play that's really going to help you so that you can move forward, okay? You see those transformations and change come into play. Then you got the King of Raphael, warm, generous, honorable, and refined. So yes, it is safe to trust. Again, you know, it is. It's hard to remove blindfolds if we don't trust. So they're telling you, your angels want you to know it's safe to remove the blindfold. It's safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. So multitasking is what's happening here right now for you. You need to follow your creative passions because there's a lot of passion ignited in your reading in these next 2 weeks as well. And then they want you to have the 2 of Ariel, which it says it's important to have balance. So you want to balance everything in your life. You might be working multiple jobs or projects at once, again, so that's why it's really important for you to be able to, saying that you're accomplishing many things at once because you're juggling lots of different things, but you're making it fun. You're making work fun. So you're enjoying the rush of all of this. You're enjoying all of it, and that's really important as well to keep that balance. All right, to close out your reading, we're going to get your angel number. Let's find out what that angel number is as we move through the next 2 weeks for you. So you got a couple of 2s and you've got a couple of 3s, definitely. You've got 3 2s actually. So balance and harmony definitely coming into play there. And with those 3s, you know, we've got the 3 with the solar plexus, the 3 with the 3 of swords. So you've got, those are definitely 2s and 3s are definitely numbers to keep in mind. And great blessings. 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, so self-love, very important. Boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, and letting go. So a lot of those sum up a lot of what's happening in your reading here. So you need to nurture yourself, your needs, your desires, and boundaries. You need to let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit in all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere, and that has a lot to do with balance, right? So we have to bring that balance into your life. But it looks like there could be some, for some of you, there's a lot of opportunities coming into play for whether it's new jobs, something new creative venture, or even a big love coming into play. But there's lots of great blessings surrounding you. And don't forget that. Remember that sometimes even when there's rain and we feel a little bit dissatisfied, within the midst of all of this, of all of that, there are great blessings. Thank you, Virgo, for joining me today. I hope that you found that parts of this reading resonate with you, and if so, please leave comments because I do love to read them. Thank you again for all your support, and until the next 2 weeks, at the end of the month, I will be seeing you again. Thanks. Sending you love, light, and positive vibes.